When you look into my eyes, you understand what I'm saying? Let me say it to you slowly, and it may sound scandalous. I don't think that you can handle this.
Once again, we are on. He is the great Mike Steph. I am the Mojo King. This is Hidden Gems Football, brought to you by the 19 Media Group, and we're entering week 3 of the NFL. Mike Steph, how are you doing?
I am doing fabulous. Fabuloso. Wait until I tell you the current standings and our against the spread competition. Is it a competition? Yeah, damn right it's a competition. Because I told you, I am keeping record this year. Year 4, taking numbers, taking names. But no, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. My wife is under the weather this weekend. So a couple things got canceled, but at the same time, I delved deep into the responsibility that when a man loves a woman does, and that's take care of their significant other. So, she's feeling better today. She went to work today against my protest, but listen, sometimes you can't hold a worker bee down. So, no, but besides that, I'm blessed to be here and I'm ready to roll.
Obviously, I'm hoping for the best for Mrs. Steph. If she gets you sick, it's fine though, because you're bragging too much. I kid.
You kid because you care.
Because I care. All right. Before we move on to the Thursday night games, I think we really quickly should mention all the quarterback injuries that's happened over these past 2 weeks. We have Burrow. He looks like he will be out for at least 4 to 6 weeks, I think I saw. Turf toe that needs surgery.
Jaden. Yeah, they're talking about 3 months.
3 months for the surgery, and they might have to wait a couple weeks before they even do the surgery. So it's going to be a while. Jaden Daniels had a knee injury. He's a little banged up. I think he's probably going to miss this week. Purdy obviously is still out. We had J.J. McCarthy with a high ankle sprain. He actually finished the game, but he is not starting this upcoming week. And then we have Justin Fields, who went out with a concussion. I believe he's still in concussion protocol.
Yes, currently he is.
So that might be Tyrod Taylor coming back. I think we'll talk about that a little bit later. All right, let's move on to Thursday Night Football. We have the 0-2 Miami Dolphins heading to Buffalo to face the 2-0 Bills. The projected total here is 49.5 points, while the Bills are 12.5 point favorites. That means Vegas is telling us that they expect the game to be Miami scoring 18.5, while the Bills score 31 points. As I've said in previous weeks, we're doing this reporting a little bit early in the week, so injuries are kind of questionable. We have to see what's going to happen later. But I will mention that the Dolphins look to be without 2 of their starting linemen. James Daniels and Austin Jackson are unlikely to play this week. Meanwhile, Darren Waller, the tight end in waiting, still looks like he will be out for week 3. And their number 3 receiver, Malik Washington, is at least doubtful with a thumb injury. I think for him, he may be playing. The Bills offensively are very healthy coming into this game. Okay, Mike Steph, do you think the Bills can really win by 12.5 points?
It's possible. It's really possible. I'll start with the Dolphins side of the ledger first. Dolphins, they are, to me, a team in disarray. The hot seat for Miami Dolphins coach Mike McDaniel is getting hotter by each and every mountain loss. The fan base was booing the play of the Dolphins this past Sunday in their home opener, a 33-27 defeat against the New England Patriots, and actually flying a banner calling for Mike McDaniel and General Manager Chris Greer's job. And this is after 2 weeks. So can it get any worse? I don't know. This Thursday night, it might just get worse. An 0-2 start to the season doesn't have the players jumping ship, though. The support for the coach is still there for now. Now, inside the building, inside the facility, a lot of that noise stops, Dolphins fullback Alec Ingold said in a web conference call with the reporters Monday morning. I think that the trust and belief comes through time on task and working together on the problems that we need to solve as a unit, as a group. Obviously, when the results of losses, noises can be louder. Obviously, when reading that clip, either I don't know how to read or his syntax is way off because that was choppy as the waters outside of Miami. But neither here nor there. Now let's get to some stats from last week. Tua Tagovailoa, the injury waiting to happen. He completed 26 of 32 passes for 315 yards. He threw an 18-yard touchdown pass to Jaylen Waddle, a 29-yard touchdown pass to Arcane, the flash running back out the backfield. Tyreek Hill caught 6 passes for 109 yards, including a 47-yard catch in the third quarter. Do you know that that's the Stars' first reception of more than 30 yards since last season's opener? So that's 17 full games. Now, defense is not going to get unmentioned here either. 1 week after allowing the Indianapolis Colts to score on literally each and every possession, 3 touchdowns and 4 field goals, the Dolphins began Week 2's game against the New England Patriots by giving up touchdowns on the Patriots' first 2 drives and then a field goal on the third. Do you know that dating back to last year, the Dolphins allowed scores on 13 straight drives? The longest such streak since 2000, as per CBS Sports. And now to the Bills. Y'all have no idea why I'm laughing. The Buffalo offense had over 400 yards of total offense, while the defense kept my beloved Jets to just 154 yards of offense. Plus, they didn't even allow a third down conversion and had 4 sacks of Justin Fields. James Cook ran for 132 yards and 2 touchdowns, and the Bills cruised to a 30-10 victory this past Sunday. Josh Allen had a subpar game to his standards. He was 14-25 for 148 yards and ran for 59 yards and 6 carries. But guess what? First time in a long time, he didn't throw for a touchdown pass, and he didn't run for a touchdown. Now, last stat for the Bills. According to ESPN's Phil Yates, the Bills have won the turnover battle in 24 consecutive games. That is an NFL record. Even though they're a little bruised in the back end, Tua is going to give you at least 1 or 2. So I believe that streak will continue. Now, I got immense pressure on me, but I will not talk about it until the end of this podcast. But I think this one is kind of a no-brainer. Or is it? Going back to your initial question, do I believe that the Bills are going to beat the Miami Dolphins by 12.5 points, more than 12.5 points? If this was in Miami, I would probably give Dolphins a little bit of better chance to at least cover the spread. But being the fact that it's back in Western New York and Buffalo, the Bills are riding high, and they really haven't played their best all-around game yet. Miami, like I said, they're hanging on to a string, if you will. So the over-under, I will go under because it seems like every time I go over, they go under, like a limbo. And the Buffalo by 12.5, just because I think they're going to have this game salted away early, and maybe they just would take their foot off the gas like they did against my Jets. You know what? The last minute, I changed my mind. Bills, minus 12.5, over, under. That's a big number, though.
Both, yeah, that number is huge. And I think that is what the question begins with. Because is there any chance that the Dolphins win this? There's always a chance, but it doesn't seem very likely. The Bills have looked dominant. The Dolphins have looked disorganized and look like they may have given up, even though it's only week 2. Although, admittedly, the offense did look a little bit better this past week against the Patriots. At the end of the day, it's just how much do you think Buffalo should win by? That 12.5 points is huge. And if the Dolphins offense is able to come to play a little bit, maybe they could cut into it. Also, one other thing, the Dolphins have been giving up huge games to number one receivers. Do the Bills have a number one receiver? Maybe the Bills won't be as explosive as the other teams that they've played against the Dolphins. That doesn't seem like a highly likely bet. So I am with you. I'm taking the Bills, even with the 12.5 points. I think they will win by more than 2 touchdowns. And I think the Dolphins will score enough that they can take this over.
This is a 19 media group presentation.
You stand there because you need to do something, or okay?
She's admiring your rugged looks.
Yes,
Darn.
that's what she was looking at.
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm listen. You know the vain one. So somebody stare at me. I'm yeah. Get a look at all this glory. Go ahead.
All right. You're making noise.
All right.
Stop it. Don't chew so loud. She showed me the fist. She's like, she had enough of that. All right.
That's crazy. Heard you peeing on cotton. Everybody wants to rule the world. All right, I'm ready.